Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When—
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in—
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting—
War dance. There you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights—
I was planning to take Miss March and Yoon Lee to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close, but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying— They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Boris in disguise. It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hulei's escape. And we foiled— I wonder who provided them with those disguises, and how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the— Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General— The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. It doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hulei will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos.
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the—
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to— Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hulei on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than— I've fought against Borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out, and when facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hulei loses his patience and reveals himself—
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin, don't worry, Yukong. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the content. But now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case...
So, Yunli, what do you think we should do?
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Law Fu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Law Fu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hule's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Law Fu.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Law Fu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we...
That's why I called the two of you here.
General Huayan, are you asking me?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Law Fu in the ring?
Dear child, the Nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Law Fu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Xue from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding a...
I and the 2 behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous.
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Law Fu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were... Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Law Fu. Backing down now will only encourage them to...
The 10 Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha, I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenge.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start?
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borisin in disguise.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borisin to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine...
Indeed. This means that these Borisin have a steady supply of the medicine within the Law Fu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Boris...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Fox.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin. Incredible strength. The attack...
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borisin truly...
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Ling Sha. To the Alliance, Borisin have always been the most With his strength, Hule united numerous Borisin pacts, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed, even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The Crimson Moon cast the sheen of blood on all.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Juming, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Luofu kept this tumor for so... But I guess I understand. The people of the Luofu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingshaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Stream forth, gleam both blades.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return.
All these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive.
Despite being a long-lived species, Borisin are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force. But in the end, just like you said, Miss Lingshaw, casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it.
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borisin. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a group? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead...
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this...
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Lin Sha. Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made... I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to...
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate...
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them.
Watch out! This thing is still alive! Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
So this is the warmth of life. Existence is unity. Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
If it can still move, it means it wasn't damaged enough. Make sure it never moves again.
Every petal of all will be swept away by the wind.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Free ones, still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Again? Destined for oblivion.
Abnormal.
Again?
Enjoying yourself?
Get that!
Time to cleanse the filth.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind. Still waters of oblivion.
Get that!
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Abnormal.
Yeah.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Destined for oblivion.
You haven't answered my question about why Hule was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been...
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hule on the Yaoqing.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hule's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borson. And just like the Borson, some of the Foxians there, the Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borson did. So...
Exactly. While Borson see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse. Why can Borson control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe, to the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hule was not only the warhead of the Borson, but also a monster.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hule and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but...
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu.
The sedition of Imbibitor Lune. By imprisoning Hule and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara...
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the...
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dun Hung, who had just
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided...
If that's the case, I should thank you.
Quite the contrary. I should be the...
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were... And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to hand...
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the same.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers. The other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission.
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloud Hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borison and aid in Hule's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former... Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless. Watching their...
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Law Fu.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial.
So, what's your plan, Miss Lingshaw?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Lafu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Ling. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a
delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the other?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a...
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you Borison have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers...
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Lafu, right? Well, She did come back. But, unfortunately, do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hule's desire for revenge? You see Borison as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou. But in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon.
Lord Hule!
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us.
Run away, you said? Well, the Borison's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for it? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, tremble.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief! She stole our power, and you—
And she bested you, Moktok. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated.
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus.
This prophet, Mongus, what did—
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the Lafu's war dance, and that it would be—
Even if you managed to set Hule free, you'd have no way to escape.
We've already prepared our ships, and the prophet's prediction will surely come true.
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Lafu is distracted by the stupid war dance, so this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned—
Perfect chance? To return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet, and become a mere puppet in her clutches? Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now—
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub, Moktok?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to—
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to them.
I can't believe he actually let me go. Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just Just as I suspected. The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. For now, I'll do as he...
Would you like to board my star skiff? Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes if you need it. So, where would you like to go? We need to hurry wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start, and the Skyfaring Commission is prioritizing star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have some. You want to leave alone now? Sure, the starting fare is 6 strails. Hey, you can't take my star skiff for free. Maybe you should withdraw some money first.
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All... Hey, although we're short-staffed at the moment, if there's any...
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Could you please provide more detail? Wait, I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger.
I was brought here by the Borisin. Please make sure to report this news.
All right, I'll call for reinforcements.
I'm sorry. If I can help you. Hi. Do you need my help?
Borisin are hiding in the Exalting Sanctum. You must deliver...
Borisin? Here?
These Borisin are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Can't you just stop asking? You're not one of us. But I smell a familiar scent on you.
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on? Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule and see what tricks he's up to.
You're back, Jiao Cho.
Come and take a good look. Who are these people?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
What are you trying to do, Moktok? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you to go to the port and check out the situation. But I remember. These people died because...
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's lives in your hands, right, Hule?
Oh, exactly as you said.
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise. For fear is more deadly than claws. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones any time. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city now. Let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me. Which, before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough. Or you can cooperate and see. Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her.
What makes you think yours?
You can torture me until I talk. Or, here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture?
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yao Qing wanted to take me away? I still remember. In the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to... Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yao Qing. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the Borisin, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borisin and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired, a heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borisin warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous. Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me.
Jiao, I found you.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borisin?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiao Cho, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borisin? Why are we returning to Stargate?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borisin. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make...
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Lawfu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary Borisin that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face a vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries, is now lurking on the streets of the Lawfu right before the war dance.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous. What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long.
and a star skiff to get us out of the Lafu. The Borisin we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their...
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borisin and corner our prey.
This is where we ran into the Borisin last time. It looks the same as usual.
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened. Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borisin wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check.
Are you suggesting that there are Borisin here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area, so don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived here. Then there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of... Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Lafu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents.
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borisin?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Lieutenant Yenxing, and,
You're aware of the Borisin prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenxing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yenxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it all right for you?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you! No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue?
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer's simple.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lock.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts.
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now, I'm asking you a question, so how many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoqing. What are you...
Stay away! Can you find the answer?
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Stay away! You sticky?
Word cleansing dragon.
Can you find the answer?
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this! Why don't you kill?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you...
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that... But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead...
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. The word Borson was only used to refer to those wolf masters. I'm a Foxian who was born in their eyes, we're mere consumables. Cannon fodder used to slow down Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yao Cheng.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Waza, we've sent the warning from...
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hulei, and he signaled me to not reveal my...
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hulei from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
Please, save me. I want to live. Doctor!
Zhao Cho, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Borson Beast chips have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Zhao Cho?
I do. Loud.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borson bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borson. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borson to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast, is the ultimate joy. But for you, with the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything.
Hulei. Do you know, all this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths, like a useless idiot. I saved a fish named Life. out of the cauldron called death. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight, everything I'm doing now, following you so closely. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful...
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be... What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually...
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you, as the wolf's creed goes. Gift the wolf a dead end, where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate, where satiation lies. The coward, that's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemy. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been
That doesn't surprise me. Moktok.
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardens will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin Pact.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey, come out.
Chow Chow.
Moza. Run.
No, he can't run. And neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yao Qing. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou Lafu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey. Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in... Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. My return will bring back the wolf's creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to...
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March. That was the mission my grandfather entrusted to me. You just relax, and as the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember.
But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in
Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me.
Oh, Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete.
March, think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along.
There's so much pressure. Oh, my stomach is...
You made a promise to my grandfather, and now you want to run away?
Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Miss Yun Li, Miss March, this way, please. I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you. The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yanqing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them. If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something...
Disciple of Lieutenant Yanqing? That means that I'm also technically a grand...
You completely left my name out. How?
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face. Miss Yun Li's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of... Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe.
Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall. So, this is...
there are so many people...
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one... My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their... You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from...
Master Yun Li's old metal is taller than a person. But
being able to wield a weapon, observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine for...
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants' hall to practice.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's...
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes. Oh! You're March 7th, the stand-in for Lieutenant Young.
That's right. And
as you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started... Great! First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant, this is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yanqing is serious. If that's the case, could you please tell me how these serious injuries came about? Wait. Your master got himself seriously injured so he could withdraw from the competition and allow you to compete in his place? Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular? March 7th, you are quite thank you very much for accepting my interview.
Yes. Yeah, this is... Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss March 7th and Miss Yun Li. I'm actually not a contestant. Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair. Another awkward pause. I knew it. Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please.
Understood.
Soda! A sweetness that's bound to last.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yanqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to this last-minute replacement, March 7th.
That's right. I'm the March...
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of...
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 2...
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too.
The first round of the war dance is about to begin.
Me? I'm fine. As soon as I saw all these people... Looking at these contestants, I suddenly feel a lot calmer for some reason. I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring? I knew it! Let's go. If we walk through here, we'll be able to see the War Dance's official venue.
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectators?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yoon Lee? I'm getting...
Well, it's too late for nerves now.
It's almost time for what? As soon as I think about the mission General Hyen gave me, my heart...
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the atmosphere. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was...
I wonder how Master Yen Qing is doing over...
Hey! Focus.
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General.
You two, follow me. What's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
Could that mean...
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
All of you, get out of my way.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog.
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Who, if you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borison, are able to join him in a little hunt.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death?
Die, you lonely beast! Die!
Save your breath.
Away by the wind.
Can you find the answer?
Rise!
Wowza, are you okay?
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? The one-on-one duel? Or...
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there is still undercover Borison that we haven't sniffed out. Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borisin. I've seen him convert a Foxy into a Borisin wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across...
He wants to encircle us in one fell swoop.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all—
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hule succeeds in getting this panic to
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chase. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the Lawfu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scouring every inch. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They hide an object under one of several bowls, then move the bowls around and have you guess which one the object is underneath. The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection. No matter what Hule does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the sea.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemy's movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now—
If Hule does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he—
Cloud Knights! The Borisin have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the— Be on your guard! Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borisin attacks.
Fei Shao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
There you are, Fei Shao.
Madam Yukong, after 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the lawful. Try not to go too wild.
Let's save some time. Let's save some time. Let's save some time.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Let's save some time. A short respite, then time for the next fight. Let's save some time. Let's save some time.
Stream forth.
Let's save some time. We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Arum Alley. I will prepare a starskiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hule has. I know Jiao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately. Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
What's that? Everyone, out of the way! What a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and That was one of Fei Xiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here? She's just very passionate. Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way.
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie? So decisive. So brutal. She's more like...
The sneak that infiltrated the shackling prison. Moktok. You are harder to kill than a... But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and...
Save your energy, Yaoqing monkey. If I lived as a hunter for many years, yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows, thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule. I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack. Come, Yaoqing man, show me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
How honorable. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you...
It boils in my veins.
Resurgence?
Fight! Strength like this will set me running!
Find the answer.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Rise! Borisin resurgence shall come.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Hule, your declaration of war. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Shao will catch you and send you to the same fate as...
You don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not...
Stand down, Walza. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you. The people of the Xiongzhou must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be that you're...
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you...
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a... When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borisin. Anything that we gift, we are also free to the Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me or die.
I accept your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped on...
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of this. That's easy for my grandfather to say. But the first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the others are doing. According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter. And maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts. March is in the contestants' lounge right now. I wonder how her preparations are coming along.
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know. The Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Huaiyan's orders.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I will...
Your timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency...
An emergency boarding request?
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they?
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I have to check on this immediately. Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection! So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second! It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burden?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hule, so I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter is slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go. Strange. Why is there no one here?
The Cloud Knights. They're over here.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations! Right on time. Like that, huh? Yes, you! Feeling spiffy?
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Right on time. Descend to earth!
If we found 2 wolves in the engine room, that means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas.
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borison will most likely use this. Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring. Come with me. To the ring.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
This way. We're not too late.
Guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Laofu's Luminous Ceremony. We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Laofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony. Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert. Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
From this moment on, now, run for your lives!
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knight, prepare for battle!
Xianzhou swords! Cloud Knight wars! Xianzhou swords! Cloud Knight!
I see you were ready for me. That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your...
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring...
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, all we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter soaring high up.
But what do we do if Hule is not...
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not. General Fei Shao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Law Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones, too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure...
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of...
That jolt just now. What's going on? Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter, based on General Huayan's orders. You guys, you're not you're real... Looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yun Li and the others as soon as possible. Will you find the answer?
Existence is unity.
Yeah, that was me! Feeling spiffy?
Fiends or devil, I'll crush them all!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, Can you find the answer?
All will be swept away by the wind.
Feeling spiffy? Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp,
Eternal.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer? The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Yun Li, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
Stream forth, gleamful.
The hall below the ring. I remember it being this way. Master Yanqing! What are you doing?
I was concerned about the safety of the Sky Splitter, and my dear disciple, of course.
Yanqing,
The wolf you're hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger.
To use General Jing Yuan's favorite expression, since I'm already here.
Yunli, Miss March, may your blades be sharp.
May your blades be sharp. And your victories.
May your blades... Ah, forget it. Let's go and make this a quick victory.
Let's go.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
I see the showers sensing on the cubs to slaughter.
Remember this! My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Law Fu.
Xinzhou Law Fu do not have any worthy warriors.
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Still waters of oblivion. How familiar.
You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me? I will make you understand just how wrong you are.
Such insane power!
Fine. You can be a little opening act for me until...
Wanna be a mech pilot? Join.
March, remember that...
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
I see you shall send some young cubs to the slaughter.
Remember this! My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Law Fu.
Does the Xinzhou Law Fu not have any worthy warriors?
Don't come any closer!
Fiends or
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Waiting. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
Another journey begins.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger,
oblivion.
You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me? I will make you understand just how
Such insane power!
Shao finally arrives.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
I could take 10 of you!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! I'm scared!
Stay put.
So this is the warmth
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion.
Oh, I get it! Now watch
How familiar.
Pick on someone your own side.
A hero's life is hard.
So this is the...
Stay away!
Free will, or was it fate?
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Destined for oblivion.
So this is the warmth of life.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Another journey
Someone your
begins.
own side.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind. So this is the warmth.
Stay away!
How familiar. Free will, or was it fate?
I've been waiting a long time for this, Yunlei.
Shows of young couples to the story.
Someone else remember this! My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Lost. Show you what I can really
This is
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. About time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Stay back. devil! I'll crush them all! Eliminating threat. You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me? I will manifest just how strong you are.
I want to protect everyone too, Mr. Sora! Not very fortunate! Such insane power!
Give me a little opening act for me, until we shall finally arrive.
Stay back, Clara. I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Protect!
So this, every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Time to show you what I can really do! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Yes!
There's more to life. Eternal.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Sora! Oh, I get it!
Swing with all your might, here, cubs! I would run. A wolf's path only goes forward. Running is never an option.
Nice job! Time to show you what I can really... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Yes!
Eliminating threat.
I'm scared!
Stick it!
Ready to shine.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora! Awesome! Now what's this?
Mission command. Why is this shadow still not here? Born of its gods.
Show you what I Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards.
He arrives.
Is the age of unity.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Oh, I get it!
Not bad. But it will take much more than that. Your feeble weapons are like... I've had enough. Time to finish this game. What's happening? Secrets are a weapon that a hunter cannot live without. Those that have no...
What you're saying is, in your eyes, I am no more than...
Do you think you have some other escape route? Oh, Jiao-Cho, I have already peeled back your disguise.
But you have told me.
Oh, but you will never have to roll. You will avoid having to see the tragic future. I'm sure she understands her fate far better than you ever will. One day on the battlefield, she will be overpowered by her ever-intensifying... Not even your god can save her from this fate. Although, they inconvenient, and the only way to save her is here.
Are you the healer? Or am I?
I must leave, Foxian. But before I go, you...
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners.
You really did put hard work into researching us.
Are you the healer, Jiao Chou?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you saved me.
There's no need to...
If you're a healer, can you cure...
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child. Your condition...
Okay, then can you cure...
What are you talking about? I'm just a healer.
So all you can do is heal us and let us go cure war.
Such arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead, but I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain. They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Jiao Chou, this is an order.
Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hulei. Unfortunately, tumble dust. I drank it a while. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, I will do my best to cure you. They shall bring victory to the Yaoqing.
So, you want to play dirty? Yeah, it's colder.
My sword is even colder!
Hulei's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down! Here you go, Master! You're the kind to show you what I can really do! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Bless Card, Wasp,
Eternal. I'm okay. Stay away. I'm not afraid of you.
A pathetic little poison like this. You think this is enough to turn the tide of battle?
So this is the warmth of life.
Stay away.
Command. Fiends or devil. Now crush them all!
show you what I can really
Slow it down.
Petal in life will be swept away by the wind.
Not
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
I could take 10 of you! Nice job!
I want to protect everyone. Holiness, your Torah!
Awesome!
Stay put!
You may be hard to kill, but that does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look. The power of the Cloud Knights is in my blade. Open your way.
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
A bright edge that can cut jade. And the stars...
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded. Over 700 years have passed. And I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the...
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back.
Yes, I was defeated. But this was not unexpected.
The hunt is finally over. Thank you for holding out so long. Lieutenant Yanqing, how are you holding up?
I thought I was done for.
I wouldn't want General Jing Yuan to lose the disciple that brings him so much pride. When I sensed that Hule, who would have imagined that I would arrive late to the battlefield for the first time? I originally thought, in the best case scenario, you would team up and hold this beast back while protecting yourselves. Come, we need to lock up Hule once again before anything unexpected.
Want to be a mech pilot?
I was so scared. I thought you were a goner there. Yanqing, that was amazing. The final blow you dealt to Hule.
Do you want to learn it? I can teach you. But
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe admit.
Yes, I was defeated. the madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end. What now? They shall.
This is the heart of the Borisin Warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you. I don't understand. We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this Crimson Moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood. General!
Die.
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter!
Does she think we're her enemies?
Hule just wanted to take down the General, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
I want to protect everyone. Tell me, Mr. Sora. Strike with heart. I'm scared.
Stay put! Get them!
You are not worthy.
Existence is unity.
After all this, do you still think running is an option?
Futile resistance! I will devour you!
Need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
I'm scared.
Stay put!
Breathe easy again.
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all!
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
How many can you block?
Some value as every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
I'll crush you all!
Stay back, Clara.
I can do this. Give me strength. Practice I'll never forget you. Swords descend.
There's more to life. Eternal.
I'm gonna hold everyone.
Strike with heart.
That all stop.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
We can't let her get away. But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us!
Trying to...
I promise. I will cure you.
No one can live forever, Jiao Zhao. Is this the Sky Splitter?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules.
We can't let her get away. Snap out of it, General!
Hardest battles for yours even now. You would never run away. Isn't it strange that as your enemy, I understand you even better? This rage, I remember the taste. I know, isn't that right, Fei Xiao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with...
Just consider me a figment of your imagination. Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. When I learned your story from Jiao Zhou, I realized that he had always been hiding a secret. And that not even the healers. What an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time, waiting for this day to come. But I accept it. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Arbiter General's heart and see what secret she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
No. Please. Help me!
Familiar smell of death, like a vulture. I'm sure that the people of the Xianzhou have shown you these familiar scenes. Can't they have you fight to save the weak? But what they never told you is that when all the pretenses of when the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This.
So-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Wu-Lei.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Vernon's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand in.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, you
ran into the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, but you were wrong. We know too well now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy.
You aim to instill terror within me, yet all of this is nothing.
You have returned. The warhead has returned. It's time to return to the pack, Fei Xiao. No matter how deep the hatred you bear
did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people. They would rather place their hopes of survival on an imaginary savior than gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Borzin like that deserve no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war, who was deprived even an honorable death in battle. For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borzin are no more than labels. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borzin on to you. Your healer, Jiao Cho, served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your moon. If you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew.
So this was the path that you prepared for me. To become...
That's right. We are so similar after all. We are both monsters that were born for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
I told you before, Foxian and Borzin are no more than late. Accept these truths, and the Borzin will bow to you. Destroy them, reduce them to dust, or teach them to become servants of the Xianzhou. Carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books, or into the list of arch enemies.
You do not understand, Hule. You have no idea what it is. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time in order to escape the...
Nurgle! Don't stop! I can't run anymore. They're still behind us. Don't stop! Nurgle! That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just held our... we will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers, so you have to run. Quickly! We can... Nurgle! Run with me!
We ran and ran. With all the strength, I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my Kulor companions, there was nothing left. In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that I prayed to the god of the skybow that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars. They ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between the gods who never bleed nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar. You are a beast that was born for war and will die.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for the poorest. What about you, Saran?
I fight, so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star.
You resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf and have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and wept. I once man the strong and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your inner beast as my weapon, and your name as...
Take back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, who let...
A wolf lurks in the heart of every boar, sen, and foxian. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you.
Help me, Mr. Tara!
The fear is not fear.
How many can you block?
That won't do.
I swear to you.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and wept. I once man the strong and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your inner beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey.
Take back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly...
A wolf lurks in the heart of every boar, sen, and foxian. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you. Never hesitate!
That won't
do. Summon your own size.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Somebody, I suppose. Swords descend! Eternal.
wants to devour me, it will first have to beg for my mercy!
So this one. Existence is unity. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Never hesitate! Pierces your skin! This is the only sensation I have experienced for 700 years. Pain!
Eternal.
Fangs and claws have grown dull! The fearless will not fear!
I swear to be
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
that won't do.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Swords descend!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
Your move, Lay. And then envelop the earth! Let the hunt begin! Your move, Lay. Never hesitate!
That won't do.
There's more to life.
Your own claws!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless will not fear!
Hold everyone back again!
Never hesitate!
That won't do.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Your move, Lay. Fearless will not fear!
I swear to be.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
How many can you block? Blade and cut! Some value, I suppose.
tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and lamented. I once commanded the storm and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your air beast as my weapon in your name. Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly... A wolf lurks in the heart of every poor and Foxy. The moment you grow, it will devour you.
Time for swordplay.
That one's doomed.
I swear to be the emperor.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Eternal.
Thieves or devils, I'll crush them all!
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Fear!
That one's doomed.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Get them!
And your life will be stolen. Fight to the death, and you shall live forever!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Bladed flight.
Wants to devour me. It will first have to beg for my mercy!
Strike with heart.
Your moon will outfit! Forever triumphant! Check! Victory is inevitable!
Eternal.
That one's doomed.
Thieves or devils, I'll crush them all!
Practice is over. Swords descend.
The fearless will not fear!
Some value, I suppose.
That one's doomed.
Time for swordplay. Bladed flight.
Never hesitate!
I'm gonna hold everyone back.
I swear to be the emperor.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! What? You disappear! Fearless will not fear!
Stay! Get them!
Bladed flight. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Our little hunting game ends here. Make your move, Hule.
I swear.
Mighty light of the heavens, woke in my heart. Come to me. We shall conquer as one. Victory is inevitable!
My only enemy has always been myself.
endure.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar?
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the...
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Don Hung, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway.
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the priest.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borson's escape, allowing that marked-up map as a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron.
Is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
Oh, so, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. Are you surprised? After all, both of you were sent here by the Seat of Divine Foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My method. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Don Hung, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin, but Elder. Your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted, the sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Don Hung, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must...
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust.
Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring...
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about...
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers. And once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Danheng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone...
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Taoran. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will... I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Danheng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Luofu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me...
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! And make sure they can leave you alive.
Time to cleanse the field.
Existence is unity.
A miracle! Fiends or devils? How
Make sure
Be of your body and mind.
Feeling spiffy?
Secret of the safe. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Can you find the answer?
Time to cleanse the field.
A miracle.
rise!
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
World cleansing dragon.
Get them.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinion. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the sage queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just...
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this had given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly...
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Sky Splitter only hosted cloud. And just moments ago, Hule was executed.
I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games? Thanks a lot for that. All right, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters.
The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this.
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Huleis with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some... I'm the least accomplished in swordplay. but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters.
Exactly. How are my masters doing?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm just following the doctor's advice. Miss Bailu said I could take a Your Master Yenqing wasn't as lucky. He's probably still in bed, considering the intense battle with Hulei, and then with General Fei Xiao. The rigorous sparring session with her.
Master Yunli, didn't you also engage in
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience.
I heard from Moza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Moza. Did you get hurt?
I heard a few versions of the story from the Cloud Knights who were there. The number of wolf troopers went from a few dozen to thousands. And the number keeps
Yunli, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer? And the guy with the hood?
Thank goodness you and the others found Yao Cho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the alchemy. All three from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission.
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the two of them have a leader who's just General Fei Xiao just slipped out of the recovery room? She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Fei Xiao.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's order.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body...
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Zhao Cho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice?
Zhao Cho, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body...
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts...
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to... I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing up. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them.
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borsen are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into... I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the...
I knew it. You've always been so...
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring...
General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger...
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, she advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, it's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borsen's resurgence and quash the ambitions of the... Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, on the war dance's opening day, rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luofu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestra. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly...
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borsen and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful.
Rather than outright victory, Fentilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. My plan...
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix. Xing Yuin, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's
everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each...
Was the seer strategist thinking of us, or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly."
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears...
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategist's. With the Laofu caught in such strife...
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchwei, Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Laofu was a complete fabrication. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. To be precise, it's the remnant.
The remains of the Swarm Author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the Divine Body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchwei has just seen the 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best...
Do you remember your name?
My name is Ting Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames